in Jehovah.
Happy Juneteenth to all my black Americans. I gotta give y'all a salute, and I hope y'all having a wonderful day today. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Now, this is going to be a long video. Not too long, but it's going to be long. I got to get something off my chest about the disrespect we've been receiving, especially this week when it comes to Juneteenth. I know y'all been seeing the videos. I know y'all been seeing the club flyers, the Eventbrite that you get on your phone that you look at to see what's popping this weekend. I know y'all been seeing this stuff. Me as a content creator and other content creators been talking about this. You in the comments been talking about this. We've been seeing the infiltration of these immigrants that come to this country and try to crowbar their way into our holiday of Juneteenth. Now, we all know the history behind Juneteenth, so I don't have to go down that rabbit hole. Plenty of places you can go. I mean, there's plenty of channels you can type in. You can Google what is Juneteenth. I ain't finna get into all that right now. I'm finna get into the disrespect, right? Now, it's mighty funny. Since Juneteenth been a federal holiday, I've been seeing a lot of Caribbean month and LGBT month, right? Why do we have to crowbar Juneteenth with Caribbean month? Why? What's the significance of that? Why they can't be July, August or something like that? Or September, October, November? Why everything gotta be in June? Even with the LGBT stuff, why it gotta be in June? Why they can't be January? Why it can't be March? Why it can't be April? May is an empty month. Well, you know it's not. I think it's what? May is what? Memorial Weekend. What about April then? That's Easter. Yeah, April. How about April? March. How about why LGBT? Why there's no, why March is not an LGBT month? That's an empty month. And maybe the other months I named was kind of empty. But I'm just saying, why it got to be during the month of what we got going on? Why we got shared with other groups or other people that identify as a different sexuality or like the same gender? Why is that? I think that's highly disrespectful, man. I seen a video of they were raising the flag, you know, the Black American flag, the Juneteenth flag or whatever, in Chicago. I think it was in Chicago. So as they lifted it up, I'm like, okay, that's the right flag, the right colors, everything was right. The next thing you see is the LGBT flag right under. That was a backhanded compliment. That was disrespectful. That was passive aggressive. That was anything you could think about that was disrespectful to our and what we got going on. Was they trying to send a message that Black Americans was butt broken? Reason why they put that flag under the Juneteenth flag? Was they sending a message about that? Why? Why they can't have their own pole? Why they gotta be on the same pole we got? That's kind of strange, ain't it? Huh? Or are they trying to insinuate that since our flag is at the top and theirs at the second, so are we saying we're the top? And they try to insinuate that they're the bottom? You get what I'm saying? What are they trying to insinuate? What? I just don't get. I just think it's this. Why we can't have our own separate thing? Why we gotta share stuff with people, man? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Cause no other group got to share. Mexicans got their own thing. When they raise their flag, ain't nobody else next to them. Puerto Ricans, maybe Dominicans, but still, they got their own shit. And even Africans, Caribbeans, they got their own. But Black Americans got to share a pole with an LGBT flag. We got to share a flag pole with an LGBT flag. No other people got this. No other. I don't even think, have they done it with Americans? Well, they probably did it under Biden and Obama or something. But I'm just saying, no other flag that represent an ethnic group in a particular country got that flag under them. I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that at all. I promise I didn't like that. And another thing, I just think it's mighty strange that, and all of a sudden, that the diaspora want to be a part of Black American history. You know, I know, at one point in time, they did not want to be connected with us. They didn't. Me no black. I'm not black. I'm African. I'm Caribbean. Giving us all these slurs that you hear a lot of our content creators talk about. You hear a lot of different content creators and scholars, Black American scholars, talk about how they have slurs for us. How they view us. How they didn't respect us. How they were calling us, we were just some lost people in the country that we were brought here to. So we don't know who we are. You don't know who you are, nigga. But now all of a sudden, when Black Americans get things popping, now y'all want to crowbar y'all way into that. Y'all want to be a part of it. Now y'all black all of a sudden. Africans and Caribbeans have nothing to do with Juneteenth. Mainly it's a Texas thing. If I want to be tribal, I think only Texas should celebrate it. I remember when I first moved to Texas, right? I'd never heard of Juneteenth. I moved to Texas in 2011. Never heard of Juneteenth at all. Until I moved there. And I started going, I went to a Juneteenth parade in East Texas. I want to say, was it at Tyler? I forgot where it was at. But I went to a Juneteenth parade in East Texas. My East Texas people know what I'm talking about. Man, I was so like, man, it touched my spirit, yo. Like, man, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling that I had. But I kind of teared up a little bit. Real talk, because I'm seeing black people riding horses and carriages, riding horses, doing tricks on horses. You seeing black people on floats. You seeing my young girls, man, do, you know, like the dance thing that we see, you know, they just, everybody, you seeing black people together. I seen a black dude. This dude was on a trailer. I guess he had a hook to his dually truck. This man was barbecuing. I guess he was on the back of the trailer and his friend was driving the truck. This man was barbecuing, handing out barbecue during the parade. Black people like together, unified out there in East Texas. And when I saw that, and it was explained to me what it was, and they educated me on the history and things like that, I had to salute. That's when I learned about it. Nobody wasn't talking about Juneteenth where I was from. I'm not saying that people in Mississippi didn't know nothing about it. I just didn't know nothing about it. A lot of people didn't know nothing about it. You'll talk to people from Memphis, they say, man, I didn't hear about it till a couple years ago till, you know, it was brought to our attention. That's a Texas thing, man. Maybe part of Louisiana too, because they got a little something to do with it. But I'm just saying, it's a Texas thing. You know, and I think it's just kind of disingenuous for the Africans and the Caribbeans to think they're a part of us. How they delineated first. You know, they did delineate first, y'all. When we was fighting for these people, when we were speaking up for these people, when things happened to these people, guess what they were doing? Just watching. Not screaming. Not saying nothing. Just letting us do the hard work while they just sit back in the cut in the shadows. That's why I can't never respect this shit, man. I can't never respect this shit. Then even... And another thing I saw this week was Obama open up that library. The disrespect throughout that whole thing, man. To my Chicago people, man. I talked to a lot of Chicago people, man, and they do not like that. They did not like where it's at. They say it's ugly. They say it halted a lot of traffic. It moved a lot of black people out their area. Black people just didn't like it. Then on top of that, the black contractors that was working on that place didn't even get paid. From what I understand, I'm hearing a lot of black people had to go bankrupt or they lost everything. Or they barely making it. But to have Obama had a Nigerian to paint his family, which is cool, but you're going to do it on top of Juneteenth. You get what I'm saying? That was your theme. It's going to be a Juneteenth thing. Then you had Africans singing there. But Obama is an African. Obama not one of us. So I can expect it. And I think Obama was doing that to be very hostile and disrespectful. So that's why I can't really take nothing serious from him. That's why the black Americans don't really rock with Obama. Obama is done, y'all. Obama is done. I'm so happy that we're starting to see that in that guy right now. He's a Kenyan white man. He got the face of a Kenyan, but the mind of a white man. He was never for us. He was always against us. Anything we want, all that other shit, man. We ain't trying to hear that. You the reason why it's a lot of things messed up right now. I don't even want to talk about that, man. I'm sorry, y'all, man. That dude, man. That dude was probably the worst thing that ever happened to black people in America, bro. The worst thing. He even got me, man. It was a cat. It was a young nigga. Me and him was the same age, though. He was young at the time. Even he peeped Obama. I remember I argued that man down like, man, Obama the first black president. Yeah, man, he gonna do something for us. He's like, man, that nigga ain't gonna do shit. He ain't us. And when he said that, it didn't click. That was in 2005 or 6. I remember that, man. I remember that, man. But yeah, man, forget that dude. But yeah, did another thing, man. Reason why I think a lot of these immigrants that come over here and want to infiltrate what we got going on with our black American history, I just think they have no cultural identity. I think they really jealous that we as black Americans, everybody want to be like us. You being from Africa or the Caribbean islands, whatever like that, yeah, y'all got a little shine, but y'all not known for nothing. Y'all not known for anything. What Caribbeans really known for besides reggae and island and that thing where you bring your woman and they put this white stuff on their body. You know, they be on them little kayaks, them little boats or whatever. That's the only thing they known for. What Africans are known for? Really, what Africans are known for? What? Pooping in the middle of the street? What? Chasing cats and dogs? What? What are they known for that everybody want to be like? I can name countless of things about black Americans, how everybody want to emulate us, how everybody jealous of us, how everybody wish they can recreate everything we have done. Like I say, we inventors, we innovators, we educators. We find formulas that the Africans can't do. People talking about Kemet and all that other stuff. Man, what happened to them people out there? What happened to the Kemet people that study Kemet, whatever, if I'm saying it right? Where are they? Why are they not in Africa? Why? That's what something I want to say. Listen, man, Africans got customs. They got old customs that nobody want to use or imitate, emulate, or anything like that. So when they come over here and they see like, damn, they look at us as another tribe anyway, but damn, these Negroes, this Negro tribe over here, they got it popping over here. Damn, look how white people kind of respect them a little bit. Let me try to be like a black American so white people can pat me on my head. And when they do get that, when they do try to imitate us, and white folks start patting them on their head, white folks really start patting these Africans and Caribbeans on their head. White folks don't do us like that. White folks have a hostile disposition towards us. You know what I'm saying? Like they be on guard with us. They guard be down with the African and Caribbean because they know they already submitted. They submitted mentally and physically to these white folks. When white folks see black Americans, it's like a brace yourself. Where's my phone? Shit, let me call 911. You don't see them do that to an African because the African and the Caribbean is not a threat. Now, maybe some of them Caribbean in New York. Now, let me say that. Maybe some of them Caribbean in New York, they probably are. But for the most part, they don't take y'all serious. They just don't, man. They just don't. And that's why I say, man, these people, man, their culture is boring. Their culture have no soul in it. Their culture has no spirit to where people want to gravitate to it or anything like that. Let me tell y'all, I got two stories, man. Well, I got one story. I probably crowbar this one in with this one. I remember I went to a Caribbean festival out here in Dallas one time. It was a lot of Caribbean. I don't know where these Caribbeans come from. I ain't know Dallas had this many Caribbeans. Maybe the Caribbeans just came all over Texas or all over the United States or maybe all over the world to come to this particular festival. I think it was like in 2015 or 16 or something like that. So I remember going inside. You know, you see all the women with the head guards, with the style bedazzled bikinis and stuff. You know how they shake their rump. You know, do all that little twerking stuff. I'm like, okay, shit, okay. So they had vendors there selling food, selling certain products, and all that other stuff. I'm like, okay, shout out to the Caribbean, man. They doing their goddamn thing. So as the show about to start, you know how you have people that be selling products and say, hey, we're gonna be after the show or after the event is over, make sure y'all go to the back and purchase some of our products. So they get up there. I see 3 Caribbeans just walk on stage with two women and 1 man. And I'm just looking, right? This is when I got educated on the shit. I knew about it, but it's different when you see it in person. So they had a representative from Nadolene, I forgot the name of the place, but it's a skin bleaching company that was out there at the Caribbean Fest, whatever I was at the Caribbean Festival I was at. So they get out there and they will talk about skin bleaching. You know, how to use blue cake soap. If you can't get to this product, you use this product, then you use the blue cake soap that we sell. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this? So they start to explain why they skin bleach. Now I'm thinking they're gonna say, well, the reason why I skin bleach because you don't have skin blemishes, you know, certain scars, certain dark spots that I want to lighten up. Cool. These folks talking about, hey, reason why I skin bleach because I just, you know, where I stayed in Trinidad, you know, light skin, they get ahead better. I get better opportunities, and I notice people everybody I know that skin bleach always had a better life. And I said, what the fuck? I started looking around because I'm by myself. So I started looking around like, man, what the fuck wrong with these people? So then another dude like, yeah, you know, because seemed like he was a fly looking Caribbean. He like, yeah, no reason I want to skin bleach because, you know, the ladies love us, you know, they love light skinned men and do. And you hear all the women like, yeah, in the crowd, that's what they said. Yeah, we do. Basically, there was a green one like, yeah, we like them light skinned dudes. He said, yeah, and I think it'll help me find the wife I'm looking for. I said, what the hell is this? And me as a black American, I understood skin bleaching is their culture. How would I look going to a Caribbean festival knowing that skin bleaching is their lifestyle? And me as a black American telling them like, hey, don't skin bleach. Love your skin. Love who you are. Matter of fact, if you want great skin, hey, I can hook you up with a sister or brother that do skin regimens, man, make your skin pure and clear and all that other stuff without using those toxins. I'm not going there and promote Kiki's skin routine products. I'm just not. Because that's y'all culture. What it looked like me going there trying to disrupt what the people want. These people want to be white. These people want to be light skinned. So how would I look doing that? But that's what these Caribbeans and Africans do. They want to come to our events. They want to crowbar everything what we got going on to what they got going on. And what they got going on ain't got nothing to do with us. Having jollof versus jambalaya. Having goosey versus okra. Having fried chicken versus a whole chicken that the African ain't clean the plug, just stuck it in the boil. What tastes better? Monkey meat versus raccoon meat. Man, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. That ain't us. That's y'all. We move different. And we just better. So, in closing, they need to leave us alone, y'all. And another thing. Did y'all see? I'm sorry, y'all know I'm all over the place. I got this one of these videos that I just had to get some stuff off my spirit, man, off my chest. Okay, but did y'all see the Pan-African celebration in HEB with these Africans playing them African instruments? I'm gonna play it right here, man. y'all see that, right? Y'all see that. What does that have to do with Juneteenth? Tell me. Tell me. And I saw brother Arthur Freeman. I think he sent something like a letter to them about that, man. About that's very disrespectful. They ain't got nothing to do with us. That's sad. If I was an African or Caribbean or any of these groups of people, I'll be embarrassed. Or I admit that, like, hey, man, I wish I was black American. Because these black Americans, man, they do fly shit. But anyway, salute to everyone, man. Let me know what y'all think. What have y'all seen about the disrespect about Juneteenth? Y'all tell me about it, man. I know I've been all over the place, but man, I had to get this out my spirit, man. I ain't feel like making different videos about it, man. I just put everything in one. But anyway, salute to y'all, and I love you.